Welcome, one. Welcome all to another Whiskey Sour Wednesday. I hope everyone's doing well today because you know what? I'm not going to let the mood of any games over the weekend affect me anymore, nor fantasy football. And what better way to push through your week? Because today is hump day and you're getting a day closer to the weekend. And what better way than coming on this here, your favorite program, and hanging out with the Compas? So let's freaking get into it. No more. Don't waste time, Dan and Dale. Today we're going to talk a little week 3 takeaways. That's going to get interesting. You already know. Gilberto, everybody, we're going to be firing on all cylinders. Don't you worry about that. Everybody, do not forget, we got House of Horns. What? We got What's Up Bolts. What? We got Combat Compas. What? And regular Compas. Do not forget to subscribe to all those programs on the Compas on the Beat network. Do not forget to subscribe. Every single thing offers its own thing, right? House of Horns and What's Up Bolts have locker room access. Those are a lot of fun, always to see behind the scenes. You already know Combat Compass has had Ryan Garcia, what? Gennady Golovkin, what? And many other stupendous guests. So get in there. Do not forget, pay some love. And remember, be a friend, tell a friend. That's all we're at. That's what we're talking about, right? We're all compas here. It's all good to go. Do not forget, we are on YouTube. What? Apple Podcasts. What? Spotify. We're everywhere. Your boys are everywhere. And speaking of other platforms we are on, we're everywhere, baby. We got the Twitters at Compas OTB. The OTB is capital. What? We got the TikToks, both at Compas on the Beat. We are everywhere. You can't get enough of your boys. Let's go, dude. Anyway, it's time to get to the best damn podcast in the universe. From all the way across the hallway. Play the music, Nando! Welcome to Compas on the Beat. I am Fernando Ramirez, and with me, as always, my co-host, my tag team partner, Gilbert Manzano, OC Register, LA Daily News. ¿Qué pedo, bro?
What's up, bro? What happened to your now I think about it, I'm putting you on the spot. Don't you have like a long intro for yourself? You're giving me my intro.
Oh, well, yeah, but well, okay, you know what? Let's let me do it again. Welcome to Compas on the Beat. I'm Fernando Ramirez from Sporting Tribune. I cover the Los Angeles Chargers. He covers the Los Angeles Rams. He is my tag team partner, my co-host, Gilbert Manzano, OC Register, LA Daily News. What's up, bro?
Better, Fernando, but you also forgot the host of What's Up Boats on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple
Oh,
Podcasts.
well, hell, I ain't gonna go through all that. Hey, Dan and Daygo did that for us in the intro, so that's what he's here for. Dan and Dago's the muscle. He's the reminder. He's
That's
the
true.
guy that hypes us all up. So definitely good to be back on Compas on the Beat. It's been a weird NFL weekend. Obviously, after week 1, you think, okay, the weirdness is gone. We're in week 3, and I think it's gonna get even crazier than it is right now. I don't know how it was for you in Arizona. What was it like going back? What was it like back on the road again?
Yeah, before I start complaining about the road trip,
Complaints.
it was kind of a snoozer game. The Cardinals and the Rams. 4 field goals for the Cardinals. The Rams couldn't really score either. But the funny part was like just watching all the reactions to the Chargers Jaguars game. That was a mess, Fernando. You might have a lot of stories there. That was more entertaining for me than covering that snoozer of a game. But we'll leave that for House of Horns on the breakdown of the Rams. Shout out to Victor, the producer. Yeah, subscribe to House of Horns, YouTube, Spotify, Apple. See, I'm plugging today, Fernando. And then my horror story from the road trip. Not a good start for the road slave, Fernando. Plane.
That's just Arizona.
Yeah, plane delayed 2 hours because 18 brakes on the plane were broken. We're pulling out the plane. You could tell it was already a problem. It could barely move. So we had to go back.
Were you in Soul Plane?
Yeah, it felt like it. Like you could tell right away that something was wrong. I'm like, I don't want to fly right now. Like at least it's just the tires, but still, man. Imagine coming back down like that for the short trip that was supposed to be short.
2 hours
to Phoenix. So yeah, I was gonna complain a lot, but I was like, you know what? I just gotta get to Phoenix. It's a short flight, 45 minutes. It's okay. But and it's saying a lot for now because I like to complain a lot. The people who were above the age of 40, they were complaining heavily. They wanted free stuff. They were gathering in the back, having a meeting. What's going on here? This is unacceptable. This is terrible service. So a lot of angry people on the flight, Fernando. So poor start to the road schedule for your boy.
So on the way back, did you find any? Did you get anything or no?
Not
Any
even remind me.
mishaps? Anything?
No, but I forgot to do something. But
Oh,
thank you for. I won't say it right now. But no, it was smooth actually coming back. It was just a problem going there. It just you got to wake me up early to catch a plane. By the way,
what time did you get
this
back?
home from I forget, but for me it's early. It was like 10:30, so I had to be up like at
Okay.
7, 6. But I'm tired right now, but it doesn't look like it because I'm here doing a show for you guys. I'm a team player here, Fernando.
Yeah, no. Going back to what was it loud in the stadium? Was it filled? Like, what's the mood in Arizona?
Fernando, why do you keep asking me questions? I want to hear some of your stories because you had the
No,
better game.
no. Well, I mean, I think that I think the Chargers and the Cardinals are kind of going through the same thing a little bit. So I kind of wanted to see what the mood was in Arizona from all the fans.
Well, since you ask, it was kind of a dead crowd in Arizona. I feel like Arizona just doesn't believe in this whatever team they got going on with Cliff
It's
and
everybody
Kyler
around them
Murray.
that does believe, and it's the city there,
Yeah,
the state
I,
that
I
doesn't.
I know like we can't really hear when we're closed off in the press box, but
I hate that.
we were right in the middle though. We were closer than SoFi, so you would think you kind of get a feel for it. There was a good amount of Rams fans that made the trip, so they had that portion there, but they left, I think when it was like maybe like 20-9, way before even Cam, actually before that, maybe like 13-9. Like they were just frustrated with Kyler and the offense striking out every time in the red zone. They left, midway through the third quarter, they were going for the exits. And then when Cam Akers had that fumble in the 1 yard line, it was pretty much empty in there. Like they had new life in that place. So yeah, not a good environment in Arizona, Phoenix.
Let
But
me ask you. I mean, before I know we have to move on to me, but I just wanted to ask you real quick. With that new contract, there's no way Cliff Kingsbury is on the hot seat, right? Like even if they completely flame out this year.
I don't know, Fernando. I'm not there every day, but I did see that he's already getting testy with the media there because the media, I think it might have been a columnist. I'm gonna say this was already calling out the scheme, saying, "Why do you have 5'4" players blocking in screenplays when they're so tiny?" And Cliff is like, "You're telling me I shouldn't have wide receivers block?" And yeah, I got testy.
Ooh, that's interesting. Um, I mean, it was obviously the third game or the second game that it was at SoFi. Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, obviously waiting for Justin to come out. Justin doesn't come out with the fan or didn't come out with the players a stretch like he usually does. He waited until his uniform was on. Obviously, it was funny. Schefter tweets, no, it was Rap Sheet tweets out that he's gonna start, that Herbert's gonna start. As soon as he tweeted that out, Herbert comes out of the tunnel, already dressed, ready to go. And obviously Herbert starts. Obviously, people were wondering, did he get a shot? Did he not? Who knows? Nobody knows. He didn't want to talk about it after the game. That didn't look like a player that got it. Some of those throws that he was making, obviously he had a dime off his back foot with somebody on him to Jalen Guyton, and then you look at the touchdown throw to Mike Williams. Great freaking pass, but it was a rough game. They got blown out 38-10. They usually have that once a year. I remember they usually get blown out once a year. Maybe this was their one. They got it done at the beginning of the season. I don't know. I don't know what this team's gonna look like without Rashawn Slater. They lost him for the rest of the year, and it's funny because Rap Sheet and all these guys were tweeting out he could be possibly done for the rest of the year, but Brandon Staley confirmed it on Monday. Yes, he is done for the rest of the year. Jalen Guyton is now lost for the rest of the year as well with a torn ACL. He said that Keenan should be back. So I mean, there's guys coming back, but it's just without that left tackle. He said that they're going to be shuffling around trying to see what's the best offensive line that they can use. Because man, Gilbert, you remember Storm Norton, right?
Yeah,
Yesterday
I
he played
remember the guy.
on Sunday. He played 46% of the snaps. He allowed 8 hurries in. I think he played like 31 snaps or 24 snaps, something 24 to 31. In those, he allowed 8 hurries, the most out of the whole offensive line. So I don't know what they're gonna do because Jason Peters is now with the Cowboys. So I don't know what else they can do to try and help there. But as soon as we went into the locker room was already cleared out. There was like 4 or 5 players. Drew Tranquil said it was an embarrassing loss. We rushed over to Staley. It just felt like a ghost town, really. And I hadn't felt anything like that from this locker room since San Diego. Like I was telling you off camera, in San Diego, they used to sneak out from the side and you could exit that way. And that way they didn't have to talk to the media. That's kind of what it felt like here. And it was just kind of like, okay, like I know you guys just lost, but you have a job to do. You didn't do it out on the field, but we still have a job to do.
Yeah.
Why are you guys leaving and not letting us complete our job? So it was just one of those things, and you hope it gets better because I mean I know we've gone through a pandemic. I know players aren't really used to talking to us, but hey, we have a job to do too, and we need quotes, and we depend from talking to the players. So yeah, it was the worst case scenario basically for them. They're 1-2. They go to Houston. House of Horrors, I guess, from last year. Rex Burkhead is still in their heads, I'm sure. But yeah, I don't know what else it was just a weird, really weird game. And in one of those, I'm like, okay, we're already in the fourth quarter, right? And I look up, we're only halfway through the third. I'm like, geez Louise, what the heck is going on? So yeah, it was just
Jeez.
one of those days.
Well, I guess we could start our takeaways of week 3 because I want to have my 2 cents about the Chargers. Is that okay with you, Fernando?
You go ahead, sir.
Okay, because I kind of have 2, so I'm gonna get a little greedy here. Because I don't want this to be my takeaway, but I want to have some opinion. I know I don't cover the team anymore. Maybe people don't care about my opinion. Uh,
I
but
know one person that doesn't care about your opinion.
yeah, I know. He owes me an apology, by the way, because I am not the problem. I wasn't cursed. I didn't curse that team. You know what I'm talking about, Dan and Daygo. Give me an apology when you come on the show because I am not. I was never the problem. I never will be. I'm not cursed. Maybe for something else, but not for this. But to not get sidetracked. First, one thing. It's only week 3. It shouldn't be this end of the world mentality where I don't want to talk to the media. You media people are gonna make it worse. I'm so mad. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Yes, you took a beat down from the Jaguars, but the season's not over. Like, come talk to the media. You know, answer the questions. You don't have to be a super jolly person and have a long answer, but at least show that you're still a team. You still have it together. So to me, these are all red flags that nobody really wanted to talk. And the people who did speak, credit to them because they're the ones showing their face and saying what's going wrong. So to not speak after week 3 and pretending like this is like a beatdown that you lost the playoffs and all that mathematically, not a good look. But it's frustrating, I'm sure, for Charger fans because you buy into the hype. Khalil Mack, J.C. Jackson,
What?
yeah. Year 3 of Herbert, Derwin James gets paid. Another year with Brandon Staley, another year with Tom Telesco, and those players. But it's a cycle, and it just feels like same old Chargers. That's my takeaway. Same old Chargers. If you really kind of sit down after people are done being frustrated, you shouldn't be surprised. This tends to happen every single year. Hype meter off the chain, and I'm guilty of it because I bought the hype. I think before the season when I chose the Chargers to win the division. I regret it now. But before that, I was very hesitant. I was like, I don't know. We know about this franchise very well. But all right, let's move on to the good part. And I'll just keep it quick because we got to move on. I was wrong about the Eagles. The Eagles are really good every single freaking week. They're just crushing teams. Devontae Smith, oh my God, he had that great grab between two people.
You just ruined the Eagles. Damn it. You just
I'm not picking
ruined
them. I was going to say, Cowboys might save me, though. They're 2-1. Cooper Rush, 2-1. They're coming back. It's not over.
The Eagles, God.
But the Eagles are good. That is my takeaway. I'm taking them seriously. I know it's the Commanders.
You just electrocuted them.
It's okay. I know the Eagles are your favorite team right now.
Yes.
But I'm gonna give them credit. I'm not saying I'm done with the Cowboys. They start 2-1. Did you see Cooper Rush on Monday Night Football?
Come
on. But
Cooper Rush.
If I get that one right, I'm gonna do a whole victory lap. By the way,
who's coming back next week, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
They're already talking about him coming back. You know how that offense is gonna be if he comes back.
And then I get Cooper Rush back in the field. I never thought I was gonna say that, but that's my takeaway. They look freaking good. And Jalen Hurts, an apology to him, he is a real quarterback.
My biggest takeaway from week 3 is that the Manning cast is way better than Joe Buck and Troy Aikman.
Yeah,
I like, dude. I was watching it and I was like, God, I'm like, this is gold. Like, honestly, and you know, it's funny. I would actually pay to watch that just because, like, look at like Eli Manning over here throwing shade at Russell Wilson, which is the greatest thing ever. Watch this.
They should have paid that punter $235 million instead of Russell.
Mention him, Fernando. Ring the bell. Just mention your boy.
Oh, that's Pat McAfee. Yeah, he was on
go.
there. But like literally, it's funny. Russell Wilson's thrown one touchdown pass, and their punter Corliss Waitman has punted the ball 16 times. So yeah, maybe he does deserve that money. Maybe he does deserve that payday. But but my I mean, obviously I'm just joking around, but my biggest takeaway is, like you said, it's only week 3. And for teams to kind of be bowing out and kind of taking this mentality, I think it is a little bit like, I'm not just talking about the Chargers. I've kind of seen it around the NFL. I mean, if you're not the Miami Dolphins, the Eagles, some other teams are kind of like, I don't know, like I feel like there's like their momentum's kind of down and everything. And I'm like, dude, it's a long season. And that's the thing, is that today, even like yesterday, I heard Brandon a little bit kind of like, today I heard him a little bit more upbeat, because they were like, what is your message to your team moving forward? And it's like, message to your team, dude, they still like, and he said, we still have 14 games left. We're not out of this. I mean, and that's the thing about the NFL, you can catch fire. The year that the Packers went to the Super Bowl, I think they had 17 guys on IR. I mean, it could happen to anybody. I'm not saying that these guys are going to catch fire. I'm not
Look
saying
at your favorite team from a few years ago,
but
the Eagles and Nick Foles. Everybody was hurt.
I'm saying that year I had picked the Eagles to win the Super Bowl too. I thought they were going to be really good.
Before the whole Nick Foles thing?
No, yeah, before, like, I had picked them to win the Super Bowl, and then I remember Dan asked me, "Are you gonna, now that Carson Wentz is gone?" I'm like, no. I was like, I'll keep it, just because I knew what he was gonna have to face was, oh my God, the dude from the Vikings,
Case Keenum.
he was on the Broncos. What?
Case Keenum.
Case Keenum. There you go. But yeah, it's only week 3, guys. Everybody, like Aaron Rodgers said a couple of years ago, RELAX, relax. You never know what's gonna happen, unless you're a Raider fan. Then your season's done. No, I'm just kidding. No,
How about Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers burying the jumbotron guy from Tampa Bay.
Oh, dude, that was hilarious. By the way, did you see Joe Morley's TikTok this weekend?
I did not.
So he does a TikTok of the Raiders defense. Derek Carr, make that tackle. What are you doing, Derek? Catch that interception. Derek, what are you doing? He's like, for all you Derek Carr haters. And I just started laughing. Oh my God, that is hilarious. That's some of Joe Morley's best work. Shout out to him, by the way. But all right, Gilbert, who's one player that jumped out to you over the weekend?
Who did I have? I already forgot.
Lamar.
Oh, there we go. Okay, it was supposed to be my stop.
By the way, I went with Tua this weekend again in ours. And I said, damn it, because Lamar got 47 points. I still won.
I know.
I still won. But damn, I ain't gonna doubt Lamar no more.
I was gonna talk crap about you starting 2 over Lamar, but then I'm like, I'm 1 and 2. Who am I to talk? So do what you got to do, Fernando. But yeah, I just wanted to take another 5 minutes to remind the haters and the doubters. There's people here who call Lamar Jackson just a running back. Back-to-back weeks, but 300 yards passing and over 100 yards rushing. The first NFL player to do that. I forget in how long, maybe ever. So, yeah, Ravens, you messed up. You got to pay the tab soon and stop doubting Lamar Jackson as an overall quarterback. This guy's a stud, beast, could do it all. That was my player who jumped.
I watched Trevor Lawrence in person. This is my first time watching him in person.
Yeah,
the kid's got it. He's got the it factor. I've
been wondering about that.
He's big. He's athletic. He can move around. They didn't sack him. They only touched him twice. They didn't sack him. No, their line is bad. They just, the pass rush just wasn't there. They didn't come out and play.
Poor Dan Daygo must have been just.
So obviously, Trevor Lawrence I think is really good. I don't know if he's going to win that franchise a Super Bowl or not, but I think he definitely is one of the young up and coming, one of the better up and coming quarterbacks. I think he separated himself from the rest of the 2021 class. He's probably the 5th best young quarterback in the AFC right now.
You did a ranking in your head that fast? Who are you looking for?
Mahomes, Allen,
Jackson, Herbert, and no special order, and then Lawrence.
Forgot Joe Burrow.
6th. Joe Burrow ain't playing like a top quarterback right now.
Hey, he broke the curse last week for a week.
Nah. Let's see if he can do it this week against Miami.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
And they're gonna have those in Thursday Night Football, and they're gonna have those white helmets. But yeah, I'm gonna go Trevor Lawrence. I think the kid's a stud. I think if they can keep on getting him weapons, and that's what I've preached over here. But obviously, I'm a psycho. I don't know what I'm talking. You don't know, Coach. You don't know. Shout out to JB, by the way. That's one of his segments. I really think that they need to get more weapons for him. Christian Kirk is good. Christian. I learned it over the weekend. Christian's good.
Charlie
I think they
Kirk.
need to get him more. Yeah, I don't know why. They need to get him more weapons. That's just my thing. And that's the thing I've been preaching about with Justin. Look when he has Jalen Guyton, fast guys like Jalen Guyton, DeAndre Carter. The only thing that could rescue the Chargers season is if they go get OBJ. No, I'm kidding. Well, you never know. All right. Gilbert, is the AFC West the most overrated division in the NFL? Division goes 0-3 versus the AFC South. Broncos squeak over that win from the 49ers, which bails out Nathaniel Hackett's play calling. That was an ugly game, by the way. I saw some guy on Twitter go, if Trey Lance is playing quarterback, they would have won. How the heck do you know he couldn't even beat whoever the hell they played in week 1? So they couldn't even beat the Bears. What are you talking about? But what do you think about the AFC West? Is it? I don't think. Oh, well, you go ahead.
I'll start by saying this because it makes me laugh because I'm a Barry, our good friend Victor Corona, the producer, because he started saying the AFC West is overrated a second after the Raiders fell to 0-3. I think it was a way to make them feel better. Like, hey, everybody else sucks in the division, so let's group them together. So I'll say it's a little overrated. Yeah, people are not like dominating this division, but the Chiefs are still 2-1. Yeah, they got caught off guard by the Colts. What'd you say?
They're about to be 2-2.
Who are they playing?
Tampa.
Tampa's not that good right now.
Mike Evans is coming back. So is Julio Jones.
Points, whatever. Anyways, we'll get into that. You're such a Tampa lover. That's your other team. You never picked against them, by the way. You never picked against them.
Brady.
I got the Packers right. Anyways, what I was saying, yeah.
Because you like Dr. Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. The Chiefs usually kind of have like a bad game in September, and they always figure it out. They'll be fine. So it kind of feels like the question should be like, is it the same old division? Chiefs just crushing everybody. I will say, yeah, but a little overrated. Victor, it's fair. Good question. Hopefully it made you feel better.
I don't think it's overrated. I'm going to wait to see. It's only week 3. I want to see what the rest of this division is going to look like. Who knows?
Fernando, come on. There's 2 teams at least already written off. Like, do you really think the Broncos are 2-1, right? Technically? Yeah. Maybe you're right.
How can you write somebody up? Literally, next week they could
the Broncos look terrible.
The Raiders the Raiders could beat the Broncos next week, be 1-3. The Broncos would be 2-2, and then what if Tampa beats the Chiefs? They're 2-2.
Stick a fork on the Raiders. I'm sorry, they're done. They're not coming back.
Oh, okay.
And the Broncos look pretty.
Is Derek Carr come back next season?
Probably not. But they're the only team that's 0-3. I'm sorry, Victor, but they're terrible.
I'm not gonna say that they're terrible yet. I want to wait a little bit and
all
see
right. You're patient, man.
The rest of the division looks like, but no, I'm not gonna go there overrated. Who had the most impressive upset of week 3? Dolphins over Bills. That wasn't much of an upset. Colts over Chiefs. Jaguars over Chargers. Panthers over Saints. I'm going to go first on this one. Colts over the Chiefs. And I called that one. And I have a screenshot to prove it. I do those pick 'em things
what
on.
Do you mean? You have one of the, you picked the Chiefs on the show.
It's my time. It's my time. Look at that. Look at that. I picked it.
No. Leave that for your other podcast for now, because on this show
it wasn't another podcast. I do this thing with Dante where it's a pick'em challenge.
You're like the guy.
For some reason, I picked the Colts. So
you're like the guy who like has good friends in this one fantasy league, but they always brag about the other league that nobody cares about. You're doing that right now.
No, I'm not. Care. Wait, we didn't even choose that game, did we? Here?
Yeah, we did. We all pretty much had.
Okay. Well, shit. Whatever. I don't care. I still picked him in the pick'em challenge. I don't know what I picked here. But I thought that was a good game by the Colts defense. I think they finally showed out. I think they finally showed a little bit of juice. Obviously, Pittman played. They didn't have Pittman for the Jacksonville game. Matt Ryan looked a little bit better. He didn't look that much better, but yeah, I mean, I thought I was pretty impressed by the Colts victory. Now it's going to be interesting to see if the Chiefs can withhold it or not. People made a lot about that Bieniemy and Patrick Mahomes going at it. He's not even the play caller. It's Andy Reid. Like, I don't know. I just thought it was so weird,
True.
but I think it's fine. But yeah, I'm gonna go Colts over the Chiefs. I don't think anybody. Obviously, right here on ESPN, it said 97% of America expected the Chiefs to win, so I'm part of the 3%.
Dude, when the only reason why I'm bringing this up because like when you know upsets are gonna happen is when you start looking like at the Vegas public money, like they're just hammering home like the Chiefs and the Ravens and the Bills. Like you knew upsets are gonna happen, and that's what happened. You know, with the Chiefs losing, with the Dolphins beating the Bills, and then I guess the one that came through was the Ravens. I was so mad at the Patriots because I picked them on this show here because I take it seriously, Fernando. The Patriots were doing it pretty well. But not to get too sidetracked, real quick, I was gonna say, hey, look at the Dolphins now, Dan, and they were 3-0. But the Bills had like nobody on defense, like most of the defensive players were out,
and
so
they held that down.
Yeah, so I won't go there, but I'm gonna bury the Saints because I wanted to bury them later on, but I have something else now for the burial of the week. But the Saints, come on, man, like you pretty much kept the same core with Sean Payton, thinking that Dennis Allen could do what Sean Payton could do. And you think you could do with Jameis Winston? This offense is terrible. They're ruining Alvin Kamara, Chris Olave, Michael Thomas. How do you lose to the Panthers? And they whatever you're doing. And the only reason they're not with the Raiders at 0-3 because they had some miracle to beat the Falcons. The Saints are terrible right now. I'm not surprised, but to lose to the Panthers, all right. I'm not gonna fork them yet, but I'm annoyed with
Baker Mayfield. All right. Let's do a quick power rankings, Gilbert. A couple of weeks ago,
you're taking out the Chargers, right?
I had the Bills, the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Bucks. You had the Bills, Chiefs, Bucks, Chargers, and Eagles. Gilbert, you go first.
Yeah, put me on the spot. One, because I credit the Dolphins, but I still think the Bills are the best team in the NFL. I know they lost last week, but again, they were missing their 2 starting defensive tackles, a couple corners, a couple linemen. They were just decimated on defense. Gabe Davis was barely coming out from injury. They were in Miami. It happens, okay? So let's go with the Bills. Number 2, am I going to already put the Eagles? Like I guess at 3-0. Let's go with the Eagles at number 2. I think the KC Chiefs had a hiccup, so I'm going to put them at 3. And then number 4, I guess I need a team now. I guess I'll go with the Dolphins. You know, the 3-0. You know, put them up there 4, and then the 5th team will be
your Cowboys.
No. Oh man. You know what? Because they're the reigning Super Bowl champions and they're 2-1. Put in the Rams in there 5th. Come on, look at the NFC, man. The Vikings, the Buccaneers. No, get 12. Score more than 12 points, Buccaneers.
All right. I will stick to my first 2. I will go Bills and Eagles.
Oh, we agree.
Well, I had that same.
You hate so much that I'm picking the Eagles now, like going.
Yeah, because I don't want my birds to go away. I mean, I don't need you killing the damn.
Man.
You know what? I guess I'm gonna go. I guess I'll go Dolphins 3.
Oh, look at that! Some credit for Tua.
Dolphins at 3. 4, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs, and 5, I'm gonna go with the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, not the Buccaneers. I am a little shocked. Well, they're 1-2, right? I forget.
The Bucks are 2-1, sir.
Oh, there you go. The Ravens. Okay, I like that. I could live with that.
So, okay, let's move on. So, come on. Rihanna is now gonna be the halftime. Let's go with our rapid fire.
Oh, there we go. Fuck yeah, we've been.
My bad. Rihanna is gonna be the halftime show performer. Are you excited for that, Gilbert?
Yes, definitely. Especially after rumors leaked that's gonna be Taylor Swift. I can't name a Taylor Swift song. I did not want to hear that. Rihanna, she's about to have a baby. Congrats to her and A$AP Rocky. See, I know culture. I know pop entertainment. There we go. I'm ready for the halftime show in Arizona.
If she comes out with chains and whips, I'm down. Let's go. Let's do it. But I definitely, I can't wait to see what she brings out. I honestly thought I heard a rumor that it was going to be Bad Bunny, and I was really excited.
Ooh.
But then I'm like, oh, but after the tour and everything, no, they're not ready for it. But yeah, after I'm like, yeah, I was like you. When I saw Taylor Swift, I was like, oh God, why? So I'm definitely excited that it is Rihanna and it's not what's it called? And it is not Taylor Swift. So yeah, I'm excited. Gilbert, who can feel better after this weekend? Mark Sanchez or Dan Orlovsky after both of their plays were committed? In case you guys have forgotten, here is the famous butt fumble by Mark Sanchez. He he take bang, and then Steve Gregory picks it up, runs it back into the for a touchdown, and then Orlovsky was
funnier the second time I saw it right now.
Orlovsky was the one where I think Orlovsky was a rookie here or something like that. Like he made that excuse the other day where he runs it out of the back of the end zone. When he was with the Lions, like look at him. Jared Allen's pointing like, "Hey, we got a safety," and Orlovsky looks and he's like, "Oh, dang it." So that was definitely in play. But man, this weekend it was rough for these quarterbacks. I mean, you saw obviously Jimmy G ran the ball out of the end zone on his. So which one, Gilbert, do you kind of go with?
I will go with the Dolphins with the butt punt. Is that what it is? Yeah, butt punt. Because I've never seen that before. I thought that was funny. You know, we've seen this pretty much similar to Dan here and Jimmy G. So let's go with the butt punt because also that video you showed me of Mark Sanchez watching it again made me laugh even more. So let's go with that one.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go with Orlovsky's just because Jimmy G really didn't know where he was at, and he kind of threw it out of the back of his own end zone. And it's like, dude, come on, you don't want to do that. You're a professional. It's not like you're a rookie or anything. You've been there for a while. So man, that is funny. He punts it out of like in his butt or whatever. That is so bad. You know, it's funny. Tyreek Hill said after the game he should have caught it with his cheeks. That's what he said that the guy should have done. So I thought that was hilarious. But definitely, I'm gonna go with Orlovsky's. Orlovsky obviously tweeted out, "I'm finally redeemed. Like I'm good to go." So I thought that was hilarious by Orlovsky. So I'm gonna go with Dan Orlovsky on that one. Gilbert, the NFL has now pointed out that you cannot be breaking their items, kind of the way Tom Brady did a couple of weeks ago. Where do I have it? So Tom Brady obviously broke one of their one of their Microsoft. Look at that. Boom. He throws it and he breaks it when he was angry. I don't know if you saw this, Gilbert, but Ken Dorsey of the Buffalo Bills over the weekend, he was mad about the play, about what happened at the end. And if you notice, he starts breaking it. He grabs it, smacks it, breaks it, and then somebody comes in and puts their hand right there so that we can't see it. Gilbert, well, the Bills, what do you think Ken Dorsey will be the first person fined after the Tom Brady rule?
No, because he already got caught that badly. And I think he had to like talk to the media today when he wasn't supposed to, and he had apologized. So he's gonna be on alert now. And then that's what now you know how you needed a hold me back guy. Now you need a camera guy to block that, like the hand right there. You gotta be quicker, camera guy or camera blocker. You put in Ken Dorsey on the spot. And also I feel old because I remember watching Ken Dorsey in Miami. Now he's this old raging lunatic in the box. So no, he won't be the guy, but still.
I thought that was hilarious. I'm gonna say he was the first. He is gonna be the first person fined. If they already put it out there, you need somebody to do it. So why not have Ken Dorsey do it? So I'm gonna say he does get fined. Mac Jones sustained an injury over the weekend. Today or on Monday, he spoke to the media. He basically said, "I'll let Bill handle the injuries and all that." Gilbert, can the Patriots hold on without Mac Jones?
No, because they could barely hold on with Mac Jones on the field. And for a minute, they had me going, thinking they're going to pull off the upset. I was really like, I hate that these picks now are getting me invested in my upsets. And I really had the Patriots over the Ravens. He was doing the gritty. You could do it, Fernando, if you want. I'm not going to do it. I just tried. But yeah, there you go. He was doing the gritty. They were looking good. And then they got blown out by Baltimore. So the Patriots are just terrible. They're 1-2. Bill Belichick is in trouble.
If we get Justin Jefferson at Radio Row, I'll do it with him.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Hopefully, but can somebody tell this guy to make a catch? It's been 2 weeks in a row with Jefferson. What happened?
now we're going to burials.
Not yet.
I will say that they won't be able to hold on either. I mean, you're gonna have a veteran in Brian Hoyer, but I just don't think they're gonna be able to hold on. You know, it's been a good addition to their team, Devontae Parker. Even though he's a receiver from the Dolphins, even though I think Mac has thrown 2 picks looking his way, but he's been a solid receiver for them. But I don't think they're going to be able to hold on. Gilbert, one of my favorite Pro Bowl plays is this one by the late great Sean Taylor. I thought Sean Taylor was one of the most dynamic. I see a lot of Derwin James in him. I don't know if you remember this play, but he always went hard no matter what. Here, Brian Moorman goes over and bang!
Oh, man.
There goes Sean Taylor, lights him up. And I remember they asked him, and Sean Taylor's like, I go hard no matter what. Like, I don't care if we're in the Pro Bowl or in the Super Bowl. Like, I'm going to go hard no matter what. And Sean Taylor always, when I watch this from this angle, bang, just lights him up. So now they're talking about it being more of a skills challenge. If you could replace, if you could add what event if asked, which event would you add, Gilbert?
I don't know, but whatever they decide, I'm not gonna watch it. I don't care for anything in the Pro Bowl. I don't care for the weekend. I don't know, curling world championships. Then there you go, just a little thing. I don't care for the Pro Bowl weekend. It's pointless.
You suck. I want a pie eating contest from the offensive and defensive line.
So you thought about this more than I did. I really don't care.
Because I have fun.
This is not fun.
Yes, it is. It'd be funny to see.
Don't drag me.
Can you imagine if Vince Wilfork would have been able to have that? Like, it would have been amazing.
You're not gonna put your Saturday aside to watch this, Fernando. If you're gonna put
people
your
watch it, people will watch it.
Not.
The NFL makes too much money. People will watch whatever you put on there. The product, they'll watch it. But I guess we can't count on Gilberto for fun.
No.
One guy that we can count on for fun, for Raider fun, is Vic, the producer. Vic, obviously, how are you doing today? How are things on Raiders Island? How are we?
Not good.
How's Raiders Watch doing?
It's not going well. I mean, the Raiders are 0-3, so not doing very well. And Josh McDaniels hasn't won a game since he's been a coach. What is he now? 0-12, going back to his days with the Broncos.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So there's also that. So not looking very good.
And here's a man that Gilbert has tried to put down 3 times in this show. Here's a man who I am proud to call my brother. Here's a man who's ready to combat Gilberto no matter what. Here is Dan in Daygo.
Everybody, welcome back. Welcome one, welcome all to another Whiskey Sour Wednesday. I hope everyone's doing well, except that stooge. That comeback.
You ready for my? Are you ready to give me an apology? I'm not the curse. Your team is still ravaged by injuries, and I left.
Talking about apologies, my guy.
You got an apology.
I was called a caveman, a Neanderthal,
You're making it by yourself now.
Way of football because I said I want to pound the rock, control the clock, and win the game. I was looked at like a stooge and an imbecile, and look what happened. Unfortunately, obviously,
no, you look like a stooge because you said I was the reason your team doesn't win. That's why.
Yeah,
so
you're a curse. I got rid of one curse. There's one curse left.
You want me to go down the list of injuries that you're dealing with, Dan and Daygo? I'm not. I'm not there anymore, man. Look in the mirror. Sorry, I just wanted to pick a bone.
Me, as if I have control over this. Oh yeah, look at you trying to wind me up. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
Let's go to your guys' takeaways. I'm gonna start with Vic. Vic, what's your biggest takeaway of week 3?
Mine is injuries. It's gotten pretty bad with some of the big names that when it comes to injuries.
Not at Dan and Daygo there.
Don't do it. Yeah. Don't do it. Everybody leave me alone. Everybody leave me the hell alone.
No, but seriously though, like, and it's not just with the Chargers, it's with everybody, like with every team in the league now. Like everybody's follow the whole McVay thing, like we're gonna rest our players. And yes, the Rams were one of the healthiest teams for the last 5 years, but even they, us covering, House of Horns.
Subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. There you go.
See, there you go. we've talked about it. They're also dealing with a rash of injuries. So what is it? Is it bad luck? Is it a coincidence? Is it training? I just it's gotten really bad. And so for me, I'm starting to think kind of like Dan and Daygo has said, talking about some of the old school guys. is
Don't worry
them
about
not
what I'm doing, dude.
them not being able to practice and take the field for preseason, is that affecting the product on the field? And are we going to see that come next year? Because we're seeing way too many injuries. And so my question would be to you guys: do you guys think it's a coincidence, or is it just bad luck or training?
No, coincidence, bad luck. You can't prevent injuries.
Yeah, that's how I kind of am. I'm with Gilbert. I think we've seen a lot. We've seen a lot with the Chargers in years past, and it's basically this. I think last year was the first year where they really didn't have. They got knocked out by COVID more than they did by injuries last year. This year they've gotten knocked out more by injuries, but no, I think it's just bad luck. But I understand where you're going with that take.
No
Dan,
curses, though.
I think so. Since they added 2 games, I think, right? They added 2 games.
One.
We should get they added 1 game?
Yeah.
We should get an extra 2 or 3 roster spots, dude. This is garbage. I need 2 or 3 more players. Sorry, my overlord.
The we as you as an NFL player.
Yeah, exactly, right? Thank you, Stooge, for clarifying for me.
All right, what's your takeaway from the?
Understand it's Whiskey Sour Wednesday. I have no idea where I am right now.
Oh man!
All right, what's your biggest takeaway from week 3?
That my archaic, Neanderthalic, imbecile, caveman way of football still works. Suck it, Gilberto.
I don't get it. You're trying to find small victories in any way.
All right, so that was short and sweet by Dan and Daygo. There's no other way to put it. All 4 of us, we've been picking games this year with Kirk, the one-eyed cat. Last week, I went 6-6. Dan went 7-5. Gilbert went 5-7, and Vic went 7-5. Kirk, the one-eyed cat, is 7-5.
You know what's the funniest part, Dan and Daygo? We all went 1-3 besides Victor. You're with me this week, okay? 1-3.
Okay. So let's go now.
What's that overall record, though? You're in the slumps, dude. You're in the
one week at a time.
It's time for Kirk. Let's see what Kirk's picks are this week.
Yeah, for real.
All right, there's Kirk with the one-eyed cat. Here he goes. He's gonna go. He's looking at Buffalo, Baltimore. He's gonna go with Josh Allen over the Baltimore Ravens. Interesting. He's looking at the Colts, Matt Ryan, Tennessee Titans. It's at Tennessee. Let's see. He's gonna go with Matt Ryan and the Indianapolis Colts. Okay, Dolphins or Bengals on Thursday Night Football. He's liking Josh Allen over his 2020 May. Wow. Bucks or Chiefs. He's gonna go with the Chiefs. So those are his 4 selections. Let's go first with Gilbert. Chiefs or Bucks?
Man.
Pull out the pom-poms, dude. Just do it.
What's the record for the Bucks? They're 2-1,
2-1.
Right?
The Chiefs are 2-1.
And who's the home team? Are the team on the right? That was the home team, Victor?
The Bucks are the home team.
Okay. I'll go with the Chiefs.
All right. I'm gonna go Bucks.
Of course.
Vic?
I'm gonna go.
Of course, you're gonna go with the Chiefs.
Exactly.
Don't even ask that, and there you go. You know where he's going.
Vic,
Sorry, Victor.
Who are you going with?
I said I'm gonna go with Buccaneers.
Oh,
Dan.
Bucks.
All I need is Travis Kelce to have a big game, but yes, the Chiefs will lose to the Bucks. I need my fantasy team. I need my fantasy team this week.
4 of us went with the Bucks,
3.
and 4.
Oh, the
Kirk
cat, yeah.
Yeah, Kirk
was
went.
What a terrible, what a scumbag. Let's just have Pete on the line right now.
Bills, Ravens. Vic, who you got?
Bills.
Dan.
Bills, Ravens.
Yeah.
I think the Bills bounce back.
Gilbert.
Yeah, Bills bounce back if they get some guys back from injury.
I'm gonna go Ravens. Titans, Colts. Dan.
Oh, damn you! This one's a tough one. You said the Titans are at home.
Yeah. No, I think the Colts are at home. Hold on, let me check.
Cool. Okay. Who did the Titans lost last week, right? Who did they lose to?
They beat the Raiders.
Oh, you're right.
The Colts are at home. The Colts are at home.
The Colts are at home?
Yes.
Oh, dang it.
All right, Vic, who you got?
Colts.
Okay.
Gilbert?
Yeah, Colts. We're being too predictable right now. It's not good.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Titans. He just sealed it. Good luck, dude.
You got to wait for me, huh?
I'm going to go with the Colts. The Thursday night game, Dan, Dolphins, Bengals. And don't go into some methodical thing, just straight up. Dolphins or
Bengals? Or Dolphins or Bengals?
The Bengals are at home, I believe.
The Bengals are at home. Joe Burrow has not played well at all. You said okay, fine. All right. I guess I'll go Dolphins to stay undefeated. Who'd you say was at home? The Bengals?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can win on the road, I'm sure.
Vic.
Bengals.
Gilbert.
Joe Burrow, Bengals.
You're so screwed.
I'm gonna go Bengals as well.
Screwed. He's 5-7 for a reason.
I'm about to catch up. 2 games right here are gonna be wrong for you, Dan and Daygo.
I don't.
All right, now it's time for everybody's favorite segment of the week: burial of the week.
Yes. Are we gonna play music? Or
I was waiting for it too. That's why I didn't say anything.
He's here. It's kind of fitting, you know.
Your brother, Kane.
Keep rolling.
Shout out. Oh my God! Really? Keep
the motorcycle
rolling?
one.
That was Biker Taker.
All right,
Yeah,
guys.
All right, Gilbert. I think you have a burial for the week. I do too.
Yeah. Yes, he's here, but no more. I am him. I am tired of that. Retire. It was cool at the end of last season. I think maybe Odell Beckham made it popular when he went on Monday Night Football or whatever. I am him university. It was cool. It was fun. It's clever. And I think the kids are saying that, but don't stretch it out. I know it's September, but I'm tired of I am him, Hemi Herbert, whatever people want to call it, all that stuff. No, you're not him anymore. Drop it. Move on. Get off my lawn.
Vic, what you got?
No, I was just gonna add to it. I was gonna say, since it's Hispanic Heritage Day, they should say "Yo soy él."
Oh God! Don't give him any more bad ideas. Don't give him any more bad ideas. I don't even know what this I am him is.
Or like Cultura.
Dan, you got anything?
I don't have
no,
one.
Vic hasn't gone yet. Oh, you don't have anything?
Nah.
Yeah, I have one.
Wait.
I have one.
Of course you do.
Bring this close to my mouth. No, my burial of the week is clock management. What the hell are we doing, dude? At the end of that Bills game, not only can you not get 3 yards on 4th down with Josh Allen, arguably one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league, then on top of that, you want to piss it away by dinking and dunking with no timeouts left. I don't doubt. I mean, I'm not surprised Ken Dorsey was up there losing his mind. I would have lost it too, dude. I just can't believe clock management. Seriously, like, these guys are professionals. Clock management is instilled in you from probably the pee-wee level. Like, what are we doing? These guys get paid millions of dollars and they don't have enough self-awareness to understand clock, time, field position. Like, he should have just thrown the ball in the dirt, lived to fight another down.
Speaking of clock management, you're taking too long. Come on, man.
It is full. Hey, talking the whole show, trying to bury me 3 or 4 times. I can't even say one thing, dude.
Here's my burial of the week. There was a list that came out of the best tacos that you're gonna get. Austin, Texas is number 1. I want to bury the crap out of this. San Diego's 8th, really, over San Jose,
Whoa.
San Antonio, Oklahoma City, LA, Las Vegas.
Oh my.
Like, how the hell?
Which hipster made this list?
Huh?
It's Instagram.
Which hipster made the list?
It says Daygo TV.
Daygo TV.
No. Data compiled by Clever Real Estate ranked the top cities in America that were considered to have the best tacos. Get the hell out of here. This list is BS. It is dumb. How the hell? Where in Vegas can you get better tacos than you can in San Diego? Like,
where in Raleigh, North Carolina, can you find tacos? Whoa!
I don't know.
Oh, is that on there?
We need to ask Emmanuel when we have him on the show where the hell we can get good tacos in Railing, because
I was gonna say the top 5 should all be cities in California.
Obviously.
Exactly.
Or even Texas. Come on, we got Milwaukee in this list.
Oh,
I'm surprised.
Texas, they just put cheese over everything.
I'm surprised Arizona isn't higher, honestly.
And Austin is not number one. They just do like this Tex-Mex. It doesn't even count. No.
That's why I'm saying they just throw cheese on everything.
And
garbage,
San Antonio has those breakfast tacos, so I'll give them credit for that. But I don't know, man.
Yeah, this list is shady.
1 and 2. Right. I don't care what order it is, either LA or San Diego. That's it. The list don't start.
LA's not better. LA's not better. We're
I'm not gonna debate it. I love both places.
We got the real one.
All right, whatever.
All right. Now let's go to Dan and Daygo, see what he's got cooking up for us. Let's go to you, Dan.
Let me say it once more. Do not forget to subscribe to your other favorite programs. What's Up, Bolts, House of Horns, Combat Compas, Compas on the Beat. And don't forget, we've had Triple G on Combat Compas. What? Ryan Garcia. What? Andrew Ruiz. What? Sebastian Fondora, the rising junior middleweight. Let's freaking go, dude. Let's get fired up. All we do is get the best on this year, your favorite program. By the way, if you want to advertise with your boys, it is just one little email away. Do not forget. All you got to do, our email now is Gilberto, Gilberto, at compasonthebeat.com. Do not forget, slide in there. Come on over and talk a little business with your boys over there. It's all good. Just slide in them DMs. It's easy to get the best promo reader in the game. Let's freaking go, dude. I'm fired up. Let's get back to the program. Let's go.
Thank you, Dan, for that. Always good promos. I know Gilbert enjoys those. All right, let's go with now it's time for Avocado Roast. What is the worst movie in 2022 that you have seen? Dan, again, we don't need a soliloquy. We just need a quick answer.
I need to give the backstory, my guy. Clock management. Here we go.
Movie that you've watched.
All right, quick 2 minutes, dude. Now, before I say this, I want everyone to know.
You remind me of Carlton and Fresh Prince when they're on the game show, and he's like, "Let's back up and talk about this thing we call friendship."
I have to give a backstory, dude, or else I'm going to look like a scumbag, which he's very good at painting me as. I just want to say I'm a huge Elvis Presley fan. I love the King. I think he's one of the GOATs. I don't care what anyone has to say. The movie was garbage, my guy. It was garbage. The only entertaining part of that whole film was when Austin Butler would perform or he was on screen. That was it. Everything else, they were working against the program. No, Austin Butler's his name, I think. They were working against the program, and I don't appreciate that. Elvis deserved a better film. I don't care. His opinion to me is garbage anyway. Elvis deserved the film. Elvis deserved a better film. Just Johnny Cash got a great film. Ray Charles got a great film. Even the parody, for God's sake. Even the parody, Walk Hard, was better than the Elvis movie.
All right, Vic, what do you got?
Bohemian Rhapsody was better. My bad, I forgot that one.
For me, it was The Bubble on Netflix. I mean, the concept was cool and everything, but it was just, I feel bad for Karen Gilliam, who was the main actress in the movie. But like the whole concept was they were bringing back like this Jurassic Parks type of movie, you know, during the pandemic, because nobody was doing a movie during that time. But it was just terrible, man. Like I can't believe I sat through 2 hours of that. I powered through and finished it. But yeah, it was really bad. What about you guys?
I'm gonna go
first. You're a real one, dude.
I want to go with the main event last.
I've never even heard of Bubble, by the
way. I'm gonna go with Doctor Strange 2. I haven't seen that many movies this year. I didn't like Doctor Strange 2. I thought it was a bad film. The only thing I liked was Wanda. Other than that, I just and I like that John Krasinski came out as
Mr. Fantastic.
Spoiler, dude. What the hell? Spoiler.
My God, shut up. Shut up. It's been out for months.
I didn't like anything else of it, so I'm gonna go with Doctor Strange 2. Now for your main event of the evening, Gilberto Manzano gives his worst movie.
Should we put him in isolation here?
Yeah, for real. ISO.
Well, Fernando, you should be at fault and shame. You should be ashamed of yourself for wasting money on a Marvel movie This segment here is difficult for me because I don't waste my money on a Marvel movie, so I can't bury a movie because the segment is worst movies you've seen. I don't watch Marvel movies, so it's very difficult for me, Fernando. But you waste your money on Morbius, Doctor Strange 2, whatever.
I didn't
Okay,
go see Morbius in the movie.
you have some dignity. Okay, good.
Yeah.
But Marvel movies are
I'm
terrible.
not gonna go
It's
see a
gonna be-
Jared Leto movie.
My segment is just bashing Marvel. Anybody who wastes their money on Avengers, you're a
Give me a
sucker.
movie.
Oh yeah, I fell asleep during Minions. That movie sucked. There we go.
No te vayas a enojar. No
Very
te
little
vayas
kid.
a
Way to
enojar.
cry for the
I
little
want to
kid.
watch Minions.
Let's
Okay,
go.
The
Let's go to
real
the next
question
one.
is, why does Jared Leto keep getting roles? I don't understand
there we
it.
go. We should
I don't
bury that
understand
guy.
it.
We should
All
bury
right,
the
yeah.
directors.
What
Exactly.
fictional place would you like to vacation at? I'm gonna go. We already know who's gonna go last. Vic, you
Yep.
go first.
I'm gonna go since we're talking about Marvel stuff just to mess with Gilbert. I'm gonna go with New Asgard. If you've seen the new Thor movie, you know what I'm talking about.
No,
Oh my
I don't
god.
The
waste my
goats
money.
were hilarious. They have, they have a cruise ship there. You can drink beer. You can see Mjolnir on there. So for me, it's New Asgard.
Dan.
Oh god, I don't know. A place where the Chargers win the Super Bowl. That's what I'm waiting for, dude. Gosh dang it.
It is
Is that
fictional.
I'll go-
Neverland?
Never. I will. It's not like we were talking about this earlier, right? All these fictitious places is plagued with death and destruction. Wizard Oz, you got the witch chasing ya. That's terrible. No go. Alice in Wonderland, you got the Queen of Hearts chasing ya. No go. I mean, the Game of Thrones, you're getting killed all over the place. Yeah, I guess I'll take Neverland. A crocodile and a pirate. I think I can survive. Then I stay young. It's all good.
All right.
Not with Michael Jackson though. The Peter Pan one.
Okay.
my
Okay. Go,
The King
Fernando.
of Pop, dude. The King of Pop.
We all thought it, but you didn't have to say it.
What? It's Whiskey Sour Wednesday, dude. Get fired up. I'm firing on all.
You could have left the
I
Chargers.
can't wait to cut this clip and put
No,
it up
please,
on
no, please
Twitter
don't.
and make a poll out of it.
Don't give this.
I like the
more
King
shine.
of Pop. I like the King of Pop. I didn't say anything against him.
Terrible
I was
clock
just
management.
being specific about which Neverland program I'll go to.
We got it.
You're gonna kill Fernando out here, man.
That's how I know it was a good one, dude. Add another one for Dan and Daygo, my
All
guys.
right. I'm gonna go to two play Hogwarts / Hogsmeade. I think.
Are you serious?
Wait a sec.
You have an alien chasing you with a wand to Avada Kedavra your ass. Good luck, dude.
But that's why you go to school and you learn and you can combat them. So there you
Good
go.
luck, dude.
And I have the Elder
Ask-
Wand. What else do I need? I ain't gonna throw it like Harry did or Harry.
Oh,
did.
he's an
I would
idiot.
keep that
He's an
thing.
idiot. He's an idiot.
Uh,
Ask what's his name? The Robert Pattinson guy. What was his name? Ask him how it went. dude.
Cedric Diggory.
That's right. I couldn't remember his name. There you go. Ask him how it went, dude.
Don't kill Cedric. Yeah, so I'm gonna go
I have no idea
Hogwarts
what
and
you
I'm
guys
gonna
are
go Hogsmeade. Gilbert, you're the main event of the evening.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't really have anything because I keep thinking about where I will go because I don't watch terrible movies like you guys. So I'll go with a movie that's a classic for me. It's still fictional, but it feels kind of real. I will go back to the early 80s and Apollo Creed's about to get into the ring with Ivan Drago. I will be Apollo Creed's
You're going to
corner
Russia.
man, and I will throw in the towel and save his life. That is my
That's
fictional
not a
life.
fictitious place, you idiot.
It is.
You're going to a place.
Cold War
You're going to
America.
Russia.
I'm going to go save him when throwing the towel. Throw in the damn towel.
You're going to
Not a
Vegas?
fictitious
Yeah, I'm gonna push
place.
Rocky out the corner, and I'm gonna save Apollo Creed's life. That's where I'm going.
That's
That's
not a
fiction.
fictitious. You know what? I'll go to the
fake.
Lincoln
It's
movie.
fake.
I'll push John Wilkes Booth over the thing, dude. That's not a fictitious
All right.
place.
It's
Vic,
never
I
happened,
want to
Daddy
thank
Drago.
Vic and Dan for this segment. This has been awesome. Dan, Jesus,
Mute his
my
mic.
Rocky
God.
4 never existed, by the way.
All right, let's get these guys out of here. And now it's time for Una Mas. So Gilbert, I'm gonna rapid fire you in Una Mas real quick.
Let's do it.
God, that was too much. Gilbert, fair or foul? Quinnen Williams getting into his coach's face Yeah, on Sunday.
Definitely foul. You should never get to the point where you're screaming at your coach. Maybe do it behind closed doors, not in front of the cameras. And unless something that he said really, really, really terrible, I don't know what. We were not there.
Quinn and Williams said that they were firing each other up with what they were saying, but that
so that was actually positivity there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess.
No, foul.
All right. Let's see. Next one. Gilbert, at the Texas game over the weekend, they were playing the University of Texas Longhorns. All right. They were playing some music. Check out what they were playing.
Whoa. No, that's not real. Nah, it's not true. I cannot see that at a college school.
You think it's fake?
It's fake, definitely, 100%. I was getting excited, like, whoa, that's really cool. And I was like, wait, never mind.
Gilbert, I don't know if you knew this. Your tribal chief used to play football at Georgia Tech. Look at one of his Roman Reigns. Look at this is on Brady. This is on Brady Quinn. Watch what he does here. He bang! He freaking plants. He plants Brady Quinn. Look, bang! He was ready for WWE back then. Look at that. What a great play. What do you think about your tribal chief?
Yeah, poor Brady Quinn there took a beating there from the Universal Champion, or the Undisputed Champion, I should say.
Undisputed Champion.
Yeah, my bad. But he used to play for the Vikings, right?
Yeah, he played for the Vikings for a little bit. Gilbert, speaking of Thursday Night Football, this is what Tyreek Hill had to say about Eli Apple, that he's ready to face him over the weekend.
Oh, we play on primetime that week? I didn't even know that.
Amazon Prime.
Yes, you did.
Amazon Prime? Thursday. Oh, that's going to be lit right there. I didn't even know that for real. But, yeah, we're looking forward to it. Who we play?
Bengals.
It's going to be fun, you know. Man.
He knew.
Can't wait to go against Eli Apple, man.
There you go.
I owe you, boy. I owe you. I'm here.
I'm him.
He owes him.
You forgot that I am him.
I know. He owes him, Gilbert. What do you think he owes him?
I guess a couple touchdowns, because he was talking a lot of crap last year, right? I forget the playoff game, right?
That's they were talking a lot of crap at the playoff game. I'm gonna go real quick. Gilbert, this is how a kid went dressed to his flag football game. I think he's only 6 years old. How much swag do you think this kid has?
Give us a play-by-play, Fernando. Don't forget about that.
So the kid's dressed. He literally dressed like Peyton Manning. He has a suit. He has his backpack. He has headphones on. He has sunglasses on, like a regular NFL player who's going to a game. Like when you see them coming down the tunnel and everything and going in, he's dressed up. I think this is the coolest thing I've seen. I don't know what you think, Gilbert.
Very cool. You say he's related to the Mannings?
No. I just said he's dressed. He looks like he's dressed like Peyton Manning.
Yeah, and Eli. Yeah, I like it. Got the khakis, the little Dockers.
Exactly.
Got the light blue button up and the boat shoes. Yeah, you know that's the style for those people. And by the way, shout out to Eli Manning, because I don't know if you saw it. And this could be an Una Mas segment. Let's get into me now. Una Mas segment, Fernando. But Chad Powers, the fake guy that Eli Manning pretended to be at Penn State workout, was hilarious.
Yeah. I saw that he talked about it they talked about it tonight on the Manning Cast. Last one, Gilbert, before I let you go. Today was the NBA. We're gonna switch to the NBA real quick. Today was media day for a lot of teams. Jimmy Butler showed up styling a new haircut, Gilbert. What do you think of first let's hear him talk about his style.
I don't have any extensions. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. It's still up to debate if I'm going to keep my hair like this or not. They're not extensions. So who knows? I'm trying out a lot of new looks. Y'all like my baby face assassin look? It's kind of cute, isn't it? I really don't know. I ain't even thought about it. I'm just messing with stuff to make the internet mad.
He's doing it to make the internet mad. Gilbert, what do you think? Would you keep your hair if you were him, or are you going back to shaving it off?
I'm surprised you said they're not extensions. So if you took the time to grow them out and they're that long already, keep it going. The only weird thing for me, because for me, I have a mustache here. You got to keep the mustache. It looks weird. You got to have the facial hair. Come on, Jimmy, you're him.
That was a pretty good one. I think I'd shave my head off just because I'd be one of those guys that's paranoid and I want my speed and I want everything. I don't want to slow down. I feel like all that hair might slow you down, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why Mike Williams shaved his hair last off season. So,
but Fernando, before we go, it's almost November. You're gonna watch the World Cup. Why don't you grow out a nice mustache for November or November? There you go.
This face doesn't do mustaches very well, so
you should give it a try.
I'm a babyface assassin as well, just like Jimmy Butler. Guys, thank you guys so much for rocking with us. It's been another great episode of Compas on the Week. Do not forget, what's up, Bolts? We will be previewing Houston Texans and the LA Chargers. Don't give up on the season. The players still haven't given up yet, so they're only 1-2. They could get it back this weekend against Houston. Dan and Daygo will have and I will have everything for you. The Rams go on Monday night. Football against the San Francisco 49ers in San Francisco. Will Gilbert Manzano have travel delays? What will he bitch about next? Find out next week on the episode of House of Horns. So definitely find out to see what Gilbert and Vic got going on. I'm sure it's going to be Cam Inman this week, Gilbert.
Good guess.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, was Cam Inman our first ever guest on Compas? I think he was.
Right? He was. Him and MJ Acosta were our first guests on Compas on the Beat ever. So it was definitely awesome. I actually reached out to Cam and I was like, hey, in a couple of weeks, will you jump on with us? And he's like, oh yeah, sure. I was like, all right, cool. But House of Horns. And then I think this week, Gilbert, will be doing a special Comeback Compas. We're going to be releasing one.
Yeah, I want to make something happen because our Jake Paul video where me making fun of the fight with Silva, over 1,000 views. Thank you, people, for watching and subscribing to Comeback Compas.
I guess I'm chopped liver on that one, but definitely
you were there too. But
I was there too.
Well, Fernando, somebody called me a nerd with glasses because I don't know what I'm doing talking about fighters. So that was fun.
That's I love when people jump out like that. But guys, don't forget House of Horns. Don't forget Combat Compas. Don't forget House of Horns. What's up, Bolts? Combat Compas on the Beat. 4 shows, 4 different things, 4 different flavors for you guys. We appreciate you guys rocking with us. We appreciate you guys watching. But for the time being, we got to get ready to do some other things. So Gilbert, ¿sabes qué? Vámonos.
Fernando, we are him. If that makes any sense. Ya nos vamos, pues vámonos.